What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back, Sooner Surge live show on this Sunday night. It's Sunday Night Live, baby. Welcome to the Sooner Surge Sunday Night Live. Jeremy's getting ready to hop on here, but I didn't want to leave you waiting, so we just thought we'd get this party started. Hope everybody's doing good. Following this chat here. Not very much sports talk in this chat tonight so far, but hope everybody's doing good today. Man, very warm day here. Great day. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the Masters for a little bit. I'll wait till Jeremy gets on there, but there's some stuff I want to say about it. But I know the Keon Brown stuff could be happening. Maybe we'll see with that. If everybody saw his tweet, I got to say, first off, just some sad news. Kind of, I want to say is just the whole Kyron Lacey situation. Awful news. Hunter texted me. I don't know what time that was early this morning, Hunter, when you texted that, but just awful news. I mean, I really don't have any words. It's just a terrible situation. Man, he was so talented, such a good player. Just awful for everybody involved. Terrible stuff, as Greg God said. Yeah, just not a good situation. Everybody involved. Very sad, Okie Long guy. Very sad. So I just hate to see it. So just, don't know what else to say. Just very sad. So, but yeah, let's transition. What's up, Okie Long? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I personally, I don't know everybody in this chat. I don't know who watches golf or not. I was absolutely pulling for Rory McIlroy. I know there's people that don't like Rory. I don't know why I don't understand the hate for Rory. I was pulling for him to win it so bad. In fact, after listening to the post game from Bryson DeChambeau, I was even so glad even more because I don't know. I liked it the last time when Bryson DeChambeau won the Open last year over Rory. I liked that too. I thought it was good. But I was really happy for Rory. And by the way, the Nike commercial, are you kidding me? Nike's the best. I mean, they're unmatched what they do. I mean, that was an elite commercial. I don't know if everybody saw it, but unbelievable. And Rory, yeah, he made the money, but Rory, it was not a good start for Rory. And he very well, and not a good ending, really. He almost lost it again like he did the U.S. Open, but you got to give it up to the guy. The guy was nails with a couple of those shots down the stretch. I mean, just unbelievable pressure situations that he just radared him in there. Target practice. It was great. So OKC ended the season. That's right. But guys and gals, I'm not real happy with the scenario that could happen. If the Warriors are to get that 8 spot, I wouldn't be happy with that. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, bring it on, baby." I wouldn't like that. And there's a chance that could happen. The Warriors lost to the Clippers. They're in the play-in game. I don't see them losing that first game. I think they're going to get the 7 seed, which, by the way, if they get the 7 seed, that's even better for OKC, I think, because they would play the Lakers the second round. Or no, they play the Rockets. If they win, they'd play the Lakers. I think that'd be the best scenario. But Colin says Memphis, Denver, Houston, Cleveland. My prediction. I don't know what that's on. Your prediction on what? Not sure. What's up, Big Orange? How you doing? And this is true. My son today says, I was talking to my son about it, and I said, "Oh man, I don't want the Warriors first round." That's what I said. He said, "Oh, I want the trifecta. Give me the Warriors, then the Nuggets, then the Lakers. That's who I want to go through as OKC." I don't know if you guys agree with that as Thunder fan. He's a big Thunder fan. He wants the trifecta, baby. He wants to go through all of them. And maybe that's what Ferris is saying there. I'd rather see Memphis, to be honest. I hate the Mavs. And I know the Mavs might be an easier matchup. I hate the Mavs. Oh, Kings. Kings, I'd rather see out of those 3. I'd rather see the Kings out of those 3. Give me the Kings all day long. Jackson wants easier matchups. Give me the Kings all day long. How about Texas losing the series to Tennessee? Yeah, Tennessee's a good ball club. How about OU Alabama today? That was not a good game for Oklahoma. But see if they can win the series tomorrow. Man, there's so much. The OU softball, it's the people that some people just lose their mind when they lose one game. I think it's kind of wild. Like, this team's not going undefeated. It's not, the team's going to lose some series. It just matters where they end up at the end of the year and if they have a chance to be in that College World Series and get another ring. And that's what it comes down to. So, I don't know. I saw some overreaction on that, I thought. I do think there's some concerns with Oklahoma softball for sure this year. I think consistency scoring runs in certain matchups, I think that could be a problem in the playoffs, but we'll see in the postseason. We'll see. Have to beat all of them regardless. I get it, but it's different. I don't want to go through all of them, but baseball team laid an egg today. Yeah, that's right, Okie. SEC softball, 8 of the top 11 teams. Can you imagine that SEC tournament's going to be lit, as people say, lit. Chester says, "What's softball? What's softball?" They lost 6 players at most last 4 years. They're young. Yeah, harder conference, younger team, of course. Have not watched King of Kings yet. It's on my radar this week, Dalpos. With Easter coming up, it's on my radar. What if you saw it? What did you think, Dalpos? Give me your thoughts on it. Yeah, we won 4 champions. That's right. That's exactly right. I think Jerem's getting ready to pop on here, so we'll get his thoughts on some things. But hope everybody's doing good. Was I upset after the football team lost Saturday? Yeah, it's a good thing they didn't lose. They didn't play anybody, so there's no losses. Yeah, still top 2 in the conference. Nothing to shake their head about. That's for sure. What's up, Jerem? Oh, got the sunshine pumping tonight already, huh?
My light's out in here, man.
Oh, gotcha. Change a bulb or what?
I need to, yeah. I just didn't want to do it right now.
Yeah, running the gamut here, man. You got softball, baseball. You got the Thunder. Playoffs are set. You have the Masters. Give me your thoughts on the Masters.
I wore my green shirt, Jay, because
no green jacket for you.
Yeah. Am I glad a PGA Tour person won it? Yes. I did not want someone from the LIV Tour to win it. Am I a Rory McIlroy fan? No.
Why?
And I thought the way he won it, it was a little underwhelming. Like,
really? I thought it was great cinema.
Well, it was great cinema, but he needed to make it on 18 in the first time to be great.
No, I actually think this was better because he had to go through more trouble to get it. He had that shot on 18. He had to put inside Rose. And by the way, I haven't talked about this. I almost turned it off.
Why is that?
Justin Rose in the playoff, the slowest player I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I was just like, come on. Hey, but seriously though.
It was great cinema.
Hey, when you talk about sports moments, Masters, 18, when you watch somebody that's been trying to win it for so long, I got to admit, I probably shed a tear or two.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
For Rory McIlroy?
Yeah.
What?
It was just
he used to not be able to stand the guy.
When he made that putt, just the emotion of him getting on his knees and stuff, it was.
I mean, it was an emotional moment for sure.
That is sports, man. Nothing beats it. Nothing beats sports, man.
No, Jay, what are you thinking on the Thunder bracket? It's pretty good.
I'm not if Warriors 8 seed, Germ.
The Warriors are beating the Grizzlies.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the Grizzlies. Now the Nuggets, the second round.
You got to go through them, like people say. You got to go through them.
Got to go through them anyway.
Yeah, the Warriors are kind of struggling right now, down the stretch here. So, yeah. What else is going on, man? Sunday.
There's not a lot, Jay.
The portal
Portal's opening. Sounds like Keon Brown's a real strong possibility. Jay, his size is better than Trajan Bridges. He's 6'3".
I like Keon Brown a lot. And you know, he really wanted to go to OU the first time around. That was he was wanting to go there. So, I saw his tweet sooner rather than later. We'll see what happens there. I don't know if people saw that midnight last night. He puts out a tweet.
Yeah. Okie Lawn guy, playoffs start, play-in games start Tuesday. Or there may be some tomorrow night. I think it's Tuesday, though. And then the Thunder will play Saturday or Sunday, I believe.
I thought
I'm guessing that's Zach Johnson's brother.
Yes, Zach Johnson. He had a good little run today.
A good run yesterday.
I will say one thing that I think is always awkward at the Masters. When the defending champion has to put in Butler's cabin, they got to put the jacket on him. I think that's always awkward. It's going to be weird, though, when Jim Nantz doesn't do that 12 years from now. You know?
Yeah.
He's got 11 more.
918 says Keon Brown. I'm assuming he's talking about Keon Brown.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, now you get the guy for 4 years, technically, and the guy you originally were going to get.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed that Hunter says, but it's good. Very well could happen, Hunter. So, as of now, 2 years, but yeah, I think it's going to change too. OKC versus Memphis round 1, Denver versus OKC round 9, Houston. Okay, that's what you were saying. Memphis, Denver. Now, if that's the way all this fell, OKC should win the whole thing. If that's the way this falls, I would think OKC wins the whole thing.
Well, Jay, technically they should anyway because they're the best team.
No, because I don't think Lakers. You want to stay away from the Lakers.
Lakers need to watch out for their first round matchup.
That right there could be an ideal situation.
Lakers Wolves could be tough for the Lakers.
Yeah, I think Lakers are beating Houston too. Give it to me all day long. OKC.
So
Memphis,
Jay, if OU gets Keon Brown, do they still go after someone else?
No, I think they get one.
I think it depends on who enters the portal.
Maybe, but I think they get one. Here's the question. If you're OU and the Keon Brown stuff, and this is the question I was wanting to ask people tonight and see their thoughts. Because if you're OU and you're Jim Nagy, do you just go ahead and get Keon Brown when it's available here? Or do you wait to see who enters?
You get Keon Brown. You know what? I think you get Keon Brown.
No way.
What is he? 6'3", 205? Is that his size? 6'3", 205 or something like that?
I'm not sure exactly. Bring Brown back, Jimmy says. One and done.
You wait around, you're not guaranteed to get a guy.
That would be so close. Yeah, I think it'd be great. I think it'd be awesome. He's big, he's fast. Correct, Jeremy, on the size. Okie, do you guys consider professional bowlers athletes? Here's the thing. Hey, real quick.
But they're not athletes.
I respect the sport, and I think they're talented and skilled. I don't consider an athlete. Because I don't know if there's any athleticism involved in bowling. There's talent involved. You got to be talented.
Is golf athletic?
Yes.
Swinging a club versus swinging a ball?
You have to walk 18 holes 4 days in a row.
Yeah, I know. I'm just checking.
You have to be
able McCracken's an athlete. Roy Munson is an athlete. Jay, do you know who Roy Munson is?
Roy Munson? Name rings a bell.
Yeah, do you know what?
The right name rings a bell.
You do not know who Roy Munson is?
The name rings a bell, Germ.
Kingpin.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, dude. Jay, who played Roy Munson?
Was that Woody Harrelson?
Yes.
Okay. Got it right. That's a good movie. Very sad.
Tyron Lacey stuff is crazy, man.
Very sad seatbelt. Just awful situation. Now, 918 says best golfer I ever met in person.
Who was it? Tim Herron? Was it Tim Herron?
No, all golfers are athletes. I mean, I don't want to go down this road. You brought it up, Germ. I guess Okie brought it up.
I don't know if KB's in the chat. I've got to call KB back.
KB was in here. I saw him earlier.
I had a missed call from him earlier, and I was going to call him, and I haven't yet, but I will get to it.
Yeah, Bill Murray played the other bowler. That's correct.
Jay, you were on last night. Yeah, you were on last night. We already kind of broke down the Crimson Combine, but
yeah, sure did.
How soon till Nico?
I don't know on that, man.
Now, Gregor says that George Stoya says that he expects Taylor Wine to start opposite R. Mason Thomas. I'm not buying it. Not buying it.
That
Hard
might be
pass on that.
That would be the biggest surprise in the last 4 years of Oklahoma starting, guys.
Now I think Taylor Wine's going to play, but I don't think he's starting opposite R. Mason. That means he would jump over Danny Okoye.
Well, not jump over. Wait. Whoa. Don't say jump over because you don't know if he was ever behind Danny Okoye.
Okay.
So
Danny Okoye, Marvin Jones Jr., and PJ Adebore. That means Taylor Wine would be ahead of all three of them. I don't see that, Jay. Now, I am not diminishing Taylor Wine.
Big Orange, 0 chance. 0 chance. Not happening. Over Marvin Jones.
Hey, why are people not mentioning Marvin Jones at all?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Benny said that BV said Danny Okoye was the best pound-for-pound athlete.
I'm hoping to see Danny Okoye some. I really am. I think Taylor Wine has some very good. I mean, you saw some of the videos. He did some spin movement. He's got some good moves. He's probably good on the edge. Here's what you have to ask yourself. Are they going to be asking, Ethan Downs was not your best pass rusher, but he was really good at setting edge and the run stuff. Do they feel like Taylor gives them that better? And maybe like a Danny Okoye is a straight put your ears back and get to the quarterback. I mean, maybe it depends on the way they're going to play. I don't know. I don't claim to know at all.
I don't either, Jay. I'm just saying. Now it does sound like he's saying Jimmy thinks Wine will play Downs' role, but
that's kind of what I'm bringing up. I'm wondering if that's
to me. Danny Okoye is more of a pass rusher, as is Marvin Jones, but I think Marvin Jones can do it all. That's what I think.
Daniel says BB told him that they won't solidify a starter until RMT till fall. And I would have to think that right now, anything that people are saying are kind of, I mean, you're talking, this is April. Do you know how much can change from April to August? That's 4 months.
Lots, Jay. Lots.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole lot.
Hey, Ron, don't start tonight. Don't start with me. I'm not saying I know it.
Why, are you on edge tonight? Are you on edge tonight?
No, but how do I know what? The fact that Marvin Jones and Danny Okoye seems like more pass rushers? I've just watched some of the tape. That's kind of what they are. I think Jones can be both because of his size. I think Danny Okoye is more of a pass rusher.
Now, I did see this. Today. It sounds like that they're wanting to get Avery Johnson from K-State. And I don't know if the tweet was from a respected person or not, so don't quote me, but I saw a rumor going around, so I don't know if that's a rumor or if it's true. But don't know. What do you think about Avery Johnson?
As a SEC quarterback, I think there's a lot better, but
hey, Okie, I don't even know. All I'm saying is fishermen are it takes talent to fish too. It does. So yeah. In a few days, Big Orange says.
Yeah.
What else, Jay? What?
I said, what else, Jay?
Well, I mean, I think maybe OU's going to get another portal guy, basketball.
So speaking of, who is it, Jay?
I have no clue. No clue.
You just said you think they're getting someone.
Gosh.
Like you knew.
No.
Hey,
how would I know?
So Taylor Wine was the aforementioned guy. Someone who maybe people wouldn't put on the starting crew for the Sooners. Is there someone else who most people would say, you know what, this guy's not a starter, but he might be? Is there anyone else? outside of Taylor Wine? Because George Sawyer said Taylor Wine.
Taylor?
Sorry, Taylor Wine.
What are you talking about?
Is there a guy on OU's roster that people are not talking about starting that could be a starter? I mean, I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one that's mentioned, Jay. I got an example for you because I know other people have mentioned it, Jay. People have mentioned Reggie Powers starting. I don't see him starting at Cheetah. I don't see it happening.
I don't know. He might. How would I know?
Any chance he starts at safety?
Keontez Lewis, what 918 says. Jaden Hardy.
I like Lewis.
Jerm, I don't know.
Jay, I've heard the kicking was suspect. Suspect at best.
What do you mean?
Kickers. Very bad. Jackson, for one, said kicking was awful. And then I saw someone on Twitter said the last kicking session was ugly.
Well, I mean, you got to have a good kicker. Somebody's going to be able to win you a game because there's going to be some close games. You got to be able to make your field goals. That's for sure. I don't know. Landon says he watched the orange and white game, and Merklinger looks like hot doo-doo. They're going to have to. They're going
to get someone else. They're going to get someone else.
Yeah, Flag's gone. I don't know if he's declared officially. He's gone though. He's gone.
He's going to be the number one pick in the draft.
Number one pick. Well, here's the question you got. I don't know.
But would you want him as a backup, Greg God?
How much are they paying him, you think?
I'm asking, would you want him would he be a solid backup? I think he would be.
He might start. Nobody knows.
He might. No one knows, but I think he's a solid backup. Take a breath, Jay. You seem a little on edge tonight.
Well, it's your dumb stuff that you say. I mean, sometimes it just ticks me off.
Dumb stuff tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you're like, who, Jason? Who? I don't know.
Jackson's got PJ starting. Hey, according to everyone who's been around, Mateers look great. I think if you ask everyone who's seen him practice and maybe others, they would say, yeah, he's every bit of the billing that they talked about. Yeah, I agree, PJ. I think he can be a contributor. I think he'd be a solid 2 deep guy.
2 names, Jeremy. I hate doing this, but 2 names you think portal. Chester says PJ Barnes, Okunkumi, and Taylor.
I got one. I got one that's not on the list.
918 it says Taylor before too, I think.
I could see Jake Taylor. I got one that's not on the list. KJ Daniels. Zion Reagans. I think one of those 2 could go. I don't know that. I know nothing.
Yeah, I have no clue. I don't even know what I would say on the answer to that. So, Cade McIntyre, Larry says.
I think they're going to lose the tight end.
Hey, I saw this today. I needed to find out. Let me look real quick because I saw this on Twitter and I thought I wanted to get people's thoughts on it.
What is it?
Well, I'm getting ready to find it.
Galpo had said he heard the Nagy interview the other day, and Nagy said something like there's been some one-sided practices. I would guess. I wouldn't even know how to guess that. Probably depends on who was playing and who they were, going against.
What about the California tight end, Jack Indries? Expected to enter the portal, 6'4", 240. Has over 1,000-yard career receiving yards and 4 touchdowns, 2 years of eligibility remaining. Do you think if there's a tight end out there that could come in and just play right away, you think OU would go after one, or do you think they've? And by the way, I want to say this.
No chance. I don't think they're going after a tight end.
This came to mind, and because I saw it today, and I have to. Devon Mitchell looked like he got baptized today. I hope that dude's turning his life around. I mean, it's great to see. I mean, look like Deion Burke. They look like they had a handful of players get baptized today, which is great. I mean, So I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but KB says Texas wants him as well. I
Yeah,
think
Greg God, that was the quote that stood out to me when he said, "We have money set aside that would make our starting unit better." That tells me that there are some position groups, or at least certain positions, that they want to make better. Now, what are those? Well,
you could probably guess.
what?
You could probably guess.
I just don't foresee it being tight end. Unless just there's an all-star tight end.
Well, what would you guess?
A safety? Like a
Position group.
DB, a cornerback?
O-line, defensive back, probably. I mean, those.
Yes.
But I think they love their offensive linemen, the young guys. I think they are. I just think they got so much talent there on the offensive line. It's just what do you do about an experience? And this one's a good one, center, because if ever it sounds like
backup center, in my opinion.
If Everett were to get hurt, they'd be in a little bit of hurt, don't you think?
But here's the deal: that's not going to make your starting unit better because Everett is locked in. I don't think there's any world we know of, any chance that Everett's not starting. For one, he's maybe the most vocal of all the linemen. He's been there the longest. He's going to call the blitz. He's going to be the guy pointing. I think Everett is solid. He's at center. They're not moving him.
No, definitely not.
I mean, and if an elite wide receiver enters, you go after him.
That's why I asked the question earlier.
I don't care if you already got Keon Brown. If some absolute stud enters, you go pay the money.
Do you think there will be a bunch of studs in her, though?
Nico is.
Yeah, a little different. Ask me, Jason.
It's not different. There's going to be people that do just what Nico said because they want more money. I guarantee you, Jay.
Chuck says that Eichert said, not in these exact words, but Bauer Sharp is going to go off and we should have kept him. We'll find out, I guess, won't we, Chuck? I mean, it could happen. Max says thought they were looking at the Louisville center. Center is a massive position. It's so critical, Landon. You're right.
Hey, you know what, Greg God? I've heard that, and then I heard a few other people told me that it's not. It's every day. It's every day that there's what?
Those two are just offense and defense.
No, it's every day that the offense and the defense. And you know what I think it's stemming from? Ben Arbuckle.
Well, I think it's probably stemming from the defense been walking all over the offense for the last year and a half, and now they're not.
I think Ben Arbuckle came in and said, "Are you guys sick of this? We're going to score and we're going to talk smack." Ben Arbuckle has that about him, Jay. Seth Luttrell did not.
Well, Seth Luttrell's trying to figure out what to call. I mean, let's be honest. So,
man, how bad was it? How bad was it last year?
Yeah, but this time last year, a lot of people were excited.
I was. You and I both were, Jay.
You were more than me. Come on.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I was wrong, Jay.
This time last year, Arnold was Heisman candidate. So now 918 says Louisville center would be a starter.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to come be a backup. So
that's the hard thing. That's the hard thing you have at this day and age. Your backup, really, truthfully, is most of the time going to be somebody that's younger that's coming up. I mean,
it hurt losing Eugene Brooks. Period. He would have been a great backup.
Yeah, it did. I agree. I mean, that's the guy that I think. I think Owen Hollenbeck's going to be really good. It's just he's so young, man, so young.
Yeah. Have you opened the phone lines yet, Jay?
No, we need to open them up. 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's already 30 minutes into this thing. Check out the Fan Stop. It's thefanstop.com. It's April 13th today, I think it is. You got about 7 days. You've got to sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club by April 20th. Use code SURGE, and you will get your welcome shirt, and then you'll get your May Shirt of the Month. It's that shirt right there. It's a Memorial Day special. The Fan Stop changes designs each and every month. The material is great. Very soft shirts. I'm wearing one right here. In fact, I'm wearing the March shirt of the month right here. So yeah, check it out. Sign up for one of their shirt of the month packages. This is the March shirt of the month. Super soft. Open the phone lines, Jay. There it is, right there.
Yes, Joe John is still around.
And according to Ben Arbuckle, that position group is much improved. They've cut a lot of TDs lately.
You think we got a spring game next year? I wouldn't count on it. What's up, Nathan? I wouldn't count on it. The outpost, I would not count on it. So Joe John Finley is the glue that holds this thing together, Ron says. There you go. Hey, Jerem, I saw this today. Best walk in sports, winning the Masters and walk from 18-3 into the scoring area, or do you think something else?
Best walk?
Yeah, this was a question posed on Twitter today.
Well, I'm trying to think of other walks.
That's why I brought it up. But because I was trying to think of the same thing. What would be another? Ron, what do you think, Ron? You answer the question. Best walk in sports. I mean, what would you consider another one?
I mean, cutting down the nets, walk up the ladder to cut down the nets would be good. I don't know that you can. What else is there, Jay?
I don't know how you would really.
You're talking about walk. Hey, 918. I agree. And actually, one thing I noticed about Ben Arbuckle, I'm just going to call it like it is, Jay. He's spoken a lot of vague generalities. There was a lot of vague generalities.
Billion says, met Mike Fasusi. Kid's a monster, humble guy. He's a monster. He's a big old guy, isn't he? Big old guy.
Now, a walk-off. Okay, I'll tell you one. Kurt Gibson's home run was probably a great jog around the bases. If you hit a walk-off homer in the World Series, that would be a good little trot.
Yeah, that would be. How about,
Oh, wow, this is great. The walk to class every day for these athletes who are getting millionaires, that they're getting millions of dollars. It's probably a great walk.
Here's the thing, though. Hey, Chester, there's a lot more online classes now. A lot of times they don't have to go to as many classes. I know somebody that actually does tutoring at U of A, University of Arkansas. And there's a lot of times some of these players don't go to class at all. They just go to the tutoring sessions. I mean, they make it so much easier for the players now to get their work and academics done.
Hey,
yeah, I mean, that's the way it is.
Billion. Giovanni Gibson was hurt a week or so ago. Had surgery a few days ago, and I know Daniel mentioned last night 3 screws in a plate down, and the break was down to his ankle. But according to BV, there's a possibility week 1. I think it would be now. Look, I think he could come back. I think it's going to be more likely week 4 or 5 or later at that point, but. Any update on the other Gibson? I've heard nothing on the other Gibson. Absolutely nothing. You would think, though, if it was a setback, that it wouldn't be a re-injury. So I don't know. I'm not going to comment on injuries because I don't know enough about them. This is why about 4 days ago, I got really upset because I said, until we know exactly what's going on, why even, why try to predict it? Because everyone was saying, oh, they knew exactly about Giovanni Gibson's injury, and guess what? They weren't accurate. It was a little different. You never know until you know.
Sooner says they have a job on Arkansas campus. You just make sure athletes go to class. It's a job. It'd be a good job, wouldn't it?
Ray God said he's expected around fall camp.
Yeah, coming back and being effective, 2 different things. Doug Williams, I remember that.
Oh yeah,
a lot of the quarterbacks say that after the Super Bowl.
It's kind of a thing, Jay. I don't know if you knew that.
Kind of is, Germ. Kind of is.
Leaves?
No, he does not leave, Nathan. He's staying around.
If he leaves, it would be about as He's trader of all traders.
He ain't leaving.
The chief of traders.
He ain't leaving.
Did he thank Tiger in his post-games and his post-win thing?
Why would he thank Tiger?
Oh, him and Tiger have been close lately, Jay.
Well, I know they are, but why would he thank him for today's efforts? I mean,
I don't know.
did you see him? Scotty put the green jacket on him.
No.
Go back and watch it.
Why?
He puts the green jacket on him in Butler's cabin, and then Scotty just like runs almost in this run. It just gets out of there. It's weird.
Well, it's not a place I'd want to be if I didn't win. Scotty Scheffler could have won this tournament. He didn't play well yesterday and today. He played pretty good today, actually.
Yeah. I learned one thing this week. Almost every team was supported as Vulcan. They're the worst. What's the chance of Ohio State going after Nico? Any shot? Florida State. I've heard Florida State.
People that I know, they like Julian saying.
Yeah, I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's talented. You just don't know a whole lot about him because he hasn't really played. So
the walk out of the tunnel at the Red River game would be great.
That'd be a good one, man. No, hey, Hugh. I didn't really ever help Jerm with his jacket. Never did.
Hey, funny story though, Jay. I got to share a jacket story. You already know what I'm going to do.
Is this about high school jackets?
Yes.
There's some of the stuff you say, it's so dumb. Nobody cares. Like this would be a dumb story.
I bet people in the chat would want to hear it.
Oh my gosh, this is dumb.
I won't say it though, Jay. I'll protect you, Jay.
Protect me?
Yeah, I'll protect you.
Well, it has nothing to do with me.
You'll get upset.
We must be thinking about.
By the way, we've got to say this. Did you, Jay? I know you saw it because you sent it. The WWE coaching stuff from TU is unbelievable.
You want? I don't. The guy has not coached the game. I'm
all on board. I love
home run higher. Home run higher.
Oh, did you guys see it? It was unbelievable cinema. Unbelievable cinema. If you haven't seen it, Jay, maybe Hunter can drop it in here. You got to go watch this. It was awesome.
It was so good. They hired a home run. How they got him?
Well, he
won't be there long. I don't think he'll be there long.
It's a stepping stone for him. He's going to be in a major program within 5 years, easily.
He's got some Georgia ties.
Yeah, he's the real deal, I think, Jay.
I hope he is
and he's doing it at a place like TU, which is great.
Here's the thing. TU, you turn them around, you can be one to get in the playoff as the non-power 5.
You could. Hey, Ron, he's not another Blankenship because Blankenship would never have done what he did on this video. Didn't he give the motion?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
It was unbelievable, dude. You've got to watch it if you haven't seen it. He comes in on a stretcher.
Hey, it wasn't just that all week. They did the master stuff on Twitter. Their Twitter stuff is
their social media game. He's going to get a lot of followers at TU.
Here's what I'll say. He seems very relatable to the players.
100%, dude. 100%.
I think they love him. So,
hey, Bill Blankenship was one of the greatest high school coaches ever.
There it is right there.
Click it right there. Click that link, guys, if you want to see it. Elite Hat Game 2, according to Hunter. Jay, I'm not sharing the story, so don't worry. It'll be all right.
No, people are asking for it now, Jerm.
Hey, Bill Belichick, I think will do okay. I just don't think he stays. I don't think he stays. Do you, Jay?
I don't know how long he stays.
What are you looking at?
Somebody was coming in.
Oh, you're like trivia, Jay.
Yeah, he's very young. 918. I don't know his exact age, but he's very young. Trivia. Okay, I got to come up with trivia. I got a trivia, but nobody would like it. It's about golf, so I'm not going to say it.
Oh, share it, Jay.
No. Story time, Jerm. Hugh says.
Well, Jay and I, believe this or not, listen, I know it's hard to believe. Jay and I weren't the most popular kids at school. But for Christmas one year, we wanted like these kind of letter jackets. But instead, our parents got us these nylon jackets, broken arrow jackets. And on the back, in big letters, massive letters, it said Lusk. Of course, mine said B.A. Jeremy. Jay said B.A. Jason, but they weren't the cool letter jackets. These are just kind of some knockoffs. And we wore them to school, and all these kids started yelling, hey, Lusk. We thought we were the most popular kids. And then we realized, wait, they're making fun of our jackets. Anyway, there's a little small story. What's up, Benny? Good to have you on here tonight.
What's up, Benny?
About the running back thing. I want nothing but the best, and I think the Tatum and Robinson are kind of the future of that running back group. So, don't want anyone to think that I was like being down on them. I'm not. I'm very hopeful, and even with Arbuckle's scheme, I think it'll complement them. I'm hoping it will anyway. So, kind of want to get that out there. Second thing is, want to give shout out to Daniel Brooks. Love having him around. Love getting his take on things. So the next thing, really, what I wanted to call in about is it worth it, or would it even be useful to try to get Hawkins involved, even if he's not the starting quarterback?
Okay, here's what
Great
I'm going to say.
Great question.
That's a great question, because there's really two mindsets on this, and I'm of the traditional mindset. I don't think it's ever a good idea unless there's only one time I would do it. If he offers you something that the starter doesn't have. And I just think Mateer can run good. So I don't know why you would ever. Now, if you want to bring him in and have Mateer on the field as two quarterbacks, I just would not alternate. I would never bring him in for a short yard. Like, I'm just not for that part. Jay, what about you?
I agree. I've never been that way. Even if I'm trying to think of an example where
Blake Bell offered something different.
Well, I'm saying even if you had a quarterback that was a great thrower but couldn't run and bring a guy, I don't even like that, because who's your guy? The guy that's on the field most of the time should be the guy you want near the goal line or whatever. So I'd say no. Now, here's what I would say though, Benny. He definitely needs to play up to 4 games. He needs to get into 4 games, because you might as well, if he redshirts, he can still play 4 games. So I play him in some situations when you got leads and stuff to get him out there for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, Benny, I missed your comment on the running back at the very beginning.
No, I was just saying when I called in a few nights ago and was talking about the fumbling issues from last year. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure, like, I'm very, very hopeful. I hope everything works out. And I'm, I don't know. I just think the future's bright, especially if we can scheme them in a better way, better play calling, compliment them. So
exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Benny. Hey, and you know how I would like to be in scheme, Jay? I would like to see Xavier Robinson, ex-Rob, as the starter. I would like to see ex-Rob and Tatum in together some, and Tatum coming out of the backfield to catch the ball. That's kind of what and Sawchuk, I guess, could play that role too. But I think ex-Rob's got to be the dude. Go with him. I
think he probably will be. Hey, I saw Dalpo's comment too, and he's right about this. I think this has been a problem at Oklahoma since Brent Venables got there. And because I say it, because Jeff Lebby, I think under Jeff Lebby and under Seth Luttrell, I don't think they've ever had backup quarterbacks that prepared, coaching wise. I think Arbuckle's will be different. I think guys will be prepared when they're coming in. I just do. Because, I mean, you look at it, when Lebby was there, backups weren't any good anyway. I mean, they didn't have very many good backups. But I would say even Arnold's first year, he came in, what was it, the BYU game and stuff, but I don't think he was prepared. I don't think Lebby had him ready. I haven't
heard much about the quarterback coach right now, Jay. I mean, you heard some good things when he came. I did like what Arbuckle said, that the install went quicker than he thought it would. I think that was he said it went quicker than he thought, the install, that they were able, that they're a little ahead of the game. And then he said something I thought was transparent and wasn't vague. He said, I like to throw a whole lot. I like to throw a lot at him early. I like to really ramp up. So you can tell the type of guy he is. I just cannot foresee any world, Jay, where this team is remotely even at all remotely resembling last year's offense. I just can't visualize a world where that would happen with Ben Arbuckle.
No, and I see Sooner-Thron's comment about Hawkins was a solid backup. Here's what I'll say last year. I think Hawkins was, but I don't think it had anything to do with the coaches preparing him. I think that was his own doing. His athletic ability, is able to make plays. If you go look at it, most of the great plays he made were just because he made a great play on a busted play or running or scrambling or what. I mean, I don't think it was just like the coaches had him prepped and ready to go. I think that was mostly because he's a really talented guy. And I'm excited for him. I really am. I mean, ideally, Mateer goes out there and just dominates this year would be ideal and goes off the NFL and you got Hawkins to take over for him. I mean, Hawkins gets to learn into the system. I mean, I think it'd be ideal. We'll see if it happens. We'll see where everything goes. You can't have any injuries and all that.
Hey, and Grey God, I get it. But, I mean, wide receivers still dropping like flies. Giovanni did, but all those other guys are not dropping like flies. Like, they're going to play unless they keep getting hurt. But the only one that's out is Giovanni Gibson and Jaden Gibson currently. I think some of those other guys would have played if it were a game. Second of all, even then, I don't think it would remotely resemble last year's. I'm just saying. I mean, one of the only games they actually just said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pound the ball. We're barely going to throw the ball. They dominated Alabama last year with some sort of identity. Now, that was an anomaly, okay, that game. But I just think the identity is going to be very clear, that they're going to know what they're going to do, and they're going to have guys who can do it. I mean, there were games last year people said the receivers are open, the quarterbacks can't get them the ball.
What if Mateer stays 2 years? He could stay 2 years. I'm not saying
excellent, Jay. That would be excellent.
I think it'd be good if he's really good. I mean, I think a lot of people would have thought Dylan Gabriel another year would have been great too. So now that they didn't have him for that year and they had Jackson Arnold. So, hey, let me get to trivia.
Bring it.
Trivia tonight, sponsored by the Fan Stop. Check them out, thefanstop.com. Code SURGE, 10% off your first 3 months. Check them out. Here we go. There's 2 answers on this. So I'm going to say this again. I'm going to make this very clear. You will not get a point for getting one of them right. You will not get a point for putting one name in the chat. The only way you get the points is if you put them both in the chat together. They have to both be in the chat at the same answer. Okay, so here we go. Last year, OU versus Houston. Who caught the 2 touchdown passes for Oklahoma? They scored 16 points. They had a safety and 2 TDs. Who scored the 2 touchdown passes? Name the players.
They have to put both of them in there. They can't get one, right?
Both in there. The players that caught the 2 touchdown passes. I don't think you know it, Jerm.
Hey.
Not Joe Kerr and Tim Burr. Nope. Definitely not.
I kind of agree with Grey God, but not in the way he thinks. I agree with Grey God, but not the way Grey God thinks.
O for Dalpos. O for Purple. O for
Greg and Bobby Brady, Jay?
O for Ron. O for
Christopher Knight and Barry Williams, Jay?
O for. People are Googling it up right now is what's happening because nobody knows this. And there it is. Thompson and Jake Roberts. Brennan Thompson and Jake Roberts.
Of course 918 got it. Hey, Jay, I agree with Grey God. Let Smitty cook in the summer, and the team will look like last year's roster. Guess what, Grey God? They were bigger and faster and stronger. Now, a lot of them got hurt, but you can't deny that the players have gotten bigger, that the physicality is better. I don't want to get on this tangent. Now, people are saying that I was saying fire Smitty. I've been defending the guy.
I'm going to give you 5 names. And out of these 5 names, I want you to tell me who out of these 5, give me the top 2 in your opinion as far as Heisman. Okay?
Okay.
5 guys, you pick 2 that you think would be top part of the Heisman. Okay? Garrett Nussmeier, Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, Jeremiah Smith, Drew Aller.
I mean, Arch Manning, for one, if he has any, because of his name, and if he has a great year, he's going to be there. Garrett Nussmeier, I'm really high on, but Jeremiah Smith, I think, could be there.
Because you have to base off teams winning, too. Do you think LSU's going to go 10-2 or 9-3 to get up there for Nussmeier?
I think they're pretty good, Jay. Hey, Juan Blero. Hey, Juan Blero, OU couldn't hit the fat pitches today, the ones down the middle. OU couldn't hit today at all in the soft.
I'm going to say this. I think that's going to be a problem for them.
I think they're going to come out tomorrow and destroy Bama. They're going to hit the ball.
I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about down the road.
You also said you think they're going to have 10 losses. They're not, Jay. They're going to have
How many they got right now, Jeremy? How many they got?
4. They're going to be 42-7 or 43-7 or 42-8.
Actually, go watch the video. I didn't say they would have 10 losses. So
you and Hunter both said 10 losses.
No, go watch the video.
You and Hunter said 10 or
more.
Germ.
Cool. I'm going to ask you right now, are they winning the whole thing?
I'm still picking them, Jay. Until they get beat, I'm picking them. That's how it works, Jay.
You know who I'm picking right now?
On the road, Jay.
You know who I'm picking to win the whole thing right now?
You said Texas. They just got beat by Tennessee twice.
I'm picking Tennessee to win the whole thing right now.
Oh, now you've changed it. It was Texas, not Tennessee. A week ago, it was Texas. It's amazing how you change each week.
Tennessee beat OU 2 out of 3, and they beat Texas 2 out of 3, Jeremy.
Yeah, a week ago, you said Texas was the clear best.
I still think Texas and Tennessee might be there, Jeremy.
Well, OU will be there too, then, and have a chance because
OU will be up there. Yes, I agree. I'm not dousing OU saying they're never going to win. I'm not saying that.
Hey,
I'm leaning Tennessee.
Landry and Lowry's the two they got to go with. Landry and Lowry. Hey, what is the bet going to be from last night's stream, Jay? Because we're about a few days away from Nico being swept off the portal market for a very good discounted price, in my opinion.
Aggies are really good. You get a
very good discounted price.
I'm ready for a bet. Go for it, man.
No, what is it, Jay?
You tell me, man.
I already gave you some last night.
I'm not doing anything to my body, okay? I'm not doing no tattoos. I'm not doing no body piercings.
So you are. Thank you. There's the bet. Thank you. You are.
I've went 47 years.
No, you are. You just said it. Hey, Hunter, did you get that? 52 minutes into this, Jay just said it. He's doing tattoos and shaving head. Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you very much. He just admitted it.
What are you talking about?
You said, I'm not doing no tattoos. And I'm not doing no hair. When you use 2 negatives in a sentence, I'm not doing no, guess what? You just said you're doing it. Learn grammar.
Wait, are we in class? Because I don't know.
You said it.
Now, this is a pretty good one. Winner gets to pick loser's outfit for the live for a week, maybe for a week straight. Simple, but can make it a good time.
Jay will do that because it's nothing big.
Jerm, you're full of it, man. There's no way you're gonna do something big.
I'm so confident. I'll tat up. I'll shave my head. I'll do whatever, Jay. I'm not scared like you.
Full body tattoo, full back tattoo. Then
I didn't say full back. I said
you just said you're not scared.
A full back tattoo?
Yeah, full back.
No, I said I'd get a longhorn.
Oh, so now it's changed. Okay, see there.
That was the original one, Jay. That was the original one. That was the original one.
Little different.
Okay, I'll do it, Jay. Make the bet then. Full back tattoo right now. Make the bet. Make the bet, Jay. Full back tattoo.
Hat is styling.
I don't do the one chip challenge. I don't do those because I think they're dangerous and it's all about influence. I'm done with it.
I did the cinnamon challenge. I almost had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. Kids these days, man.
I don't think they're all kids doing.
AB, the bet is Jay is guaranteeing Nico gets $4 million from a university.
No, I'm guaranteeing. I said he's getting whatever he wants. If he wants $4 million, he'll get it.
No, you changed it. The bet was $4 million, Jay. That was the bet.
Okay, $4 million. If that's what he thinks. Everyone thinks he was off wanting. Then Wow. Why do you turn your camera off? Jeez. I can't wait. I can't wait for you.
Whoa, where am I?
We already know what's
tracking. I'm sinking. I'm melting.
Everybody in the chat already knows what's going to happen next week when it's announced he gets $4 million.
I'll say I was wrong.
No, you will be gone. You won't show up, or you'll show, or you will show up like this.
Okay. first off, I showed up the whole
Camera
year
will be off. Camera will be off.
Jackson Arnold. About Jackson
will be
Arnold.
off.
I was so wrong on Jackson Arnold. I still show up, Jay. So whatever. Jeez.
Wear a clown. I actually have some clown outfits.
You would. You would.
You have some.
You would. Your name's Bozo too, so it's all good.
No, it's not my clown name. No. Whoever loses wears Tennessee swag the whole show. I mean, that's not very wild.
Again, Jay's got to say it because I'm all in on everything.
Actually, my wife used to be a clown. So, clown troupe.
Wow.
With church. A little church clown troupe. Can you imagine that nowadays? They don't do that anymore, but
no, they don't. I think we're done here, Jay. This has been a good live, Jay. Thanks. We had Benny call in tonight. Hey, portal opens in 3 days. Yep, 3 days. Should be interesting. OU softball plays tomorrow against Bama. 6 o'clock first pitch. I'm sure it's going to be Landry.
Hey, sorry, I just got to say something. I see this. I kind of like this. Paint your face on live show face paint, no shirt.
So you're going to go shirtless, Jay?
Face painted.
Shirt? No, you said face paint. Will you go shirtless? There's 2 parts there.
I don't think people want to see that, but they might like to see the face paint. Fine.
So you won't do shirtless?
I don't want to do that to the people. I mean, wait. Let me preface it. I will go shirtless if Jackson calls in every night.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
Get a nice little tan when he calls in. I might do it. But Greg says keep the shirts on. I think we should too. I agree.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I was going to say is you could add this in there. Most disliked food on the stream. What would yours be? My most disliked food?
Yeah.
I've never had it. I don't think I could stomach it. I don't think I'd be able to get it down. But it'd probably be cottage cheese. I don't think I could do it.
No, not mine. Mine would be Vienna sausages.
You know what we could do is pig's feet.
Man, what canned fish, man. This is getting disgusting. But hey, I think we're done here. Hey, appreciate everyone. You never know what's going to happen on the Sooner Surge. It is a podcast that tells it like it is, and sometimes tells too much. But appreciate everyone that was on here. I hope everyone has a fantastic Monday tomorrow. And
you're slacking.
Why? Because I said fantastic instead of marvelous.
Yeah, you didn't do a double M there.
Have a manic Monday. Okay. Yep. See you weirdos later, Clark says. Yep. We'll see you tomorrow, Clark. Y'all have a good night.